Beloved, if you have been questioning yourself lately, let this be a gentle pause just for you. You are not here by coincidence. God brought you to this moment because your heart needed these words now, not later. Perhaps you have felt it before. That quiet certainty within you, a subtle pull towards something deeper, something that speaks beyond language and settles softly in your spirit. And here you are, right where you were always meant to be. So often we downplay what comes easily to us. What feels natural is quickly labeled as ordinary, unimportant, not worth noticing. Because it doesn't demand attention or arrive with applause, we miss its value. We overlook our own light simply because it feels familiar. But hear this clearly. Your greatest gift is already unfolding. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to earn it. It is woven into who you are. We will uncover it together. And if doubt clouds your vision right now, hold on to this truth. The Lord will fulfill His purpose for me. Psalm 138:8. Take a breath. Be still for a moment. Think about it. How many times have you looked at someone else and quietly thought, they have something I don't? They have the gift, the confidence, the clarity, the presence, and me. I am just ordinary. But what if that very thought is the illusion that has been keeping you from seeing yourself clearly all along? The truth is what feels ordinary to you is extraordinary to someone else. That ability you barely notice, the one you use without effort, is the very thing others would give anything to have because it is familiar. Because it doesn't feel hard or dramatic. You assume it holds no real power. But it does far more than you realize. There is something deeply divine about the way you move through life. Even in moments when doubt creeps in, you have been equipped with exactly what you need. Not just to survive, but to create, to influence, to inspire, to rise. Whether you are aware of it or not, God is already working through you, using your presence, your perspective, your story to show others what is possible. You may not see it yet, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Pause for a moment and think back. When was the last time someone complimented you on something you barely gave a second thought to? Maybe it was the way you spoke, calm and clear. Maybe they noticed wisdom in how you handled a difficult situation. Maybe they were moved by your resilience, your energy, your quiet strength. And what did you do? You brushed it off. You minimized it because we have been taught to believe that value only comes from struggle. If it doesn't feel hard-earned, we hesitate to call it special. But that belief is a lie. Some gifts are given to you precisely because you were meant to carry them with ease. You don't have to fight to prove your worth. You don't have to keep searching outside yourself, comparing, questioning whether you measure up. The fact that you are here listening to this is not an accident. You were chosen on purpose. You don't need more talent, more validation, or more permission. You already have enough. In truth, you are more than enough. You might be asking yourself, if I really have what it takes, why don't I see the results I want yet? And this is where the world plays its trick. It convinces you that if you don't see immediate evidence, you must be lacking. But what if the real shift begins the moment you start seeing yourself differently? The moment you stop discrediting yourself and start honoring what has already been placed inside you, your life is not random. Your gifts are not random. God does not create without intention. As it is written, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you before you were born. I set you apart." Jeremiah 15. Here is an image to hold on to. Imagine someone standing in a pitch-black room holding a flashlight but forgetting to turn it on. They feel frozen, lost, convinced there is no way forward. Yet the power to see has been in their hands the entire time. That person is you. Your light has never been missing. It has been there all along, waiting for you to recognize it. You are the light of the world. Scripture says, "A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." Matthew 5:14. What if you stopped second-guessing yourself? What if you trusted your own wisdom the way you so easily trusted in others? Because here is the truth. The moment you acknowledge your gifts is the moment you begin to fully step into them. The world is watching you in ways you don't even realize. Long before you notice it yourself, your life is already speaking. The way you move through challenges, the way you speak when you think no one is listening, the way you carry yourself in quiet moments, all of it is leaving an impression somewhere. Someone is being inspired by you in a moment you never saw. You are someone's reassurance. You are someone's evidence that something greater is possible. And yet, if you struggle to believe that about yourself, it becomes harder to fully step into who you are meant to be. Right now, something is shifting. A subtle but powerful realization is taking place. You are beginning to see things differently. This isn't just another day passing by. And this isn't just another message drifting through your mind. This is a wake-up call. Everything you have been searching for, every strength you thought you lacked, every answer you have been chasing has already been placed inside you. The world may have taught you to doubt it, to shrink it, to wait for someone else to confirm your worth. But what if you never needed permission to step into your own power? God does not place gifts within us by accident. This isn't about pride or ego. It is about responsibility. It is about understanding that when you finally acknowledge what has already been planted in you, something divine is unlocked. Not just for your own life, but for every person you are meant to impact. You have spent so much time looking outward, measuring yourself against others, wondering if you are doing enough, if you are chosen, if you are behind. But the truth is, you were called long before you ever learned how to question your value. As Scripture says, the gifts and the calling of God are irrevocable. Romans 11:29. So what happens now? You begin to pay attention. You begin to listen. The next time someone recognizes something meaningful in you, don't dismiss it. The next time you feel a pull towards something bigger, don't ignore it. The next time you sense that nudge, whether it comes as a quiet thought, a stirring in your heart, or a moment that feels too precise to be coincidence, act on it. Because the truth is, you are not missing anything. You are not behind. You are not inadequate. Even in seasons where life feels heavy and unclear, you are exactly where you need to be. God is already using you right now to show the world what is possible. Let this settle for a moment. Take a breath. Allow it to move past your thoughts and rest in your heart. Because here is something deeper to consider. Everything you have been waiting for, every sign, every confirmation, every piece of external validation has already been given to you. Not always in the form you expected, but in the way that truly matters. You are not waiting for permission. You are waiting for realization. The moment you stop seeing yourself as someone who needs something and start seeing yourself as someone who already carries what is needed, your reality begins to change. That is why God can use you even when you don't feel ready, even when you don't feel worthy, even when you are convinced you have nothing special to offer. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. He doesn't wait for you to feel confident. He works through your willingness to take the next step, even while your hands are shaking. Think about the people you admire, the ones who inspire you, the ones who make you believe that more is possible. Do you really think they always knew they had something special? Do you think they were born with unshakable confidence in their gifts? Number they doubted themselves just like you. They questioned their worth just like you. But at some point they stopped waiting for certainty and started stepping into what was already inside them. And that is where you are right now. Standing on the edge of something far bigger than you realize. Feeling that pull, that nudge, that quiet whisper saying it is time. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you keep brushing it off, convincing yourself you need a little more proof, a little more time, a little more clarity before you move forward? Or will you finally recognize that everything you need has already been given to you? Because the truth is this. The only thing standing between you and the life you were meant to live is the way you see yourself. Let's pause for a moment and really sit with this. Think back to every time you felt unqualified. Every moment you compared yourself to someone else and thought they have something I don't. Now gently turn that perspective around. What if someone is looking at you right now thinking the exact same thing? What if the way you carry yourself even in uncertainty has been giving someone else courage? What if there is strength in you that you have never fully acknowledged? But others see it clearly because they do. There are people watching you, learning from you, drawing hope from you, even if they never say it out loud. That is why it is time to stop playing small. You were never meant to blend into the background. You were never meant to disappear or dim yourself to feel safe. You were meant to stand out, not in a loud or attention-seeking way, but in a way that quietly radiates something real and undeniable. The moment you stop resisting that truth, everything begins to change. This is where God is using you. Not only in the big perfectly planned moments, but in the quiet ones. In the way you show up when life feels uncertain. In the way you keep going even when you don't have all the answers. Somewhere someone is watching, and to them you are living proof that something greater is possible. Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. Isaiah 43:1. You are seen, known, and purposeful even when you don't feel ready. And let's talk about readiness. Readiness is not a feeling. It is a decision. You don't wake up one day suddenly fearless and confident. You choose to move forward despite the doubts. And the truth is, you are ready. Ready to stop questioning yourself and start trusting. Ready to stop searching outside and start recognizing what is already within you. Ready to step into everything that has been placed inside your life. So what does that look like in real terms? It looks like waking up tomorrow with a different mindset. It looks like noticing those familiar thoughts of self-doubt and choosing not to agree with them. It looks like embracing the idea that you already have enough. It looks like allowing yourself to receive, because here is something important to understand. When you keep telling yourself you are not there yet, not good enough, not capable enough, you block yourself from receiving what